to Roehampton Club. If this is your first time at Roehampton Club, you're very welcome. It isn't just about sport, it's about education, it's about nutrition. And when I see the kids coming in, all excited about coming into our club.
What I think we've done to these children is we've fooled them, we've hoodwinked. They come down here, they walk down the road, they give them a squash racket, they play squash, and then we say, right, go in there, and then do some maths. Then they're fed, and then they're sent home. They've no idea they've done some maths that evening. What they have.
You know, one thing I learned through this programme is, I mean, sport is important in terms of the health, but the real benefits that are coming out of this is really different around education, particularly the maths, when I start seeing the impact of the one-on-one type of tuition that can be given.
I think it's a great programme because of the three-pronged attack really, with nutrition, sport and education all at once.
They concentrate on math skills that then can be reintegrated back into whole class teaching back at the school, and I think that's where the impact's been seen.
It's a nice venue, nice place. They are learning stuff.
So programs like this fit those objectives perfectly because they are giving the opportunity to children that might not have the opportunity to be exposed to squash to be introduced to the sport, and also be connected with professional players who inspire them to play squash.
We've also got Alison Walters here, who is the female squash patron of the charity. Alison has a world ranking high of 3, is currently 8 in the world, but also to present their children with a medal. Just to say, obviously, well done to you all.
I'm based down here now at Roehampton, just moved a couple of weeks ago, so yeah, looking to get involved as much as possible, get on court with the kids, so yeah, really looking forward to be a part of it, and I'm really excited to be sort of the patron of Rackets Cubed, and I think that everyone's done an amazing job setting it up.
I volunteer once a week. Kids are amazing. We've noticed big differences in the last few months in their progress.
I'm so impressed. I saw the very first urban programme in the US start off, very small roots, and now it's blossomed into an incredible programme that just helps so many kids gain access to a sport and also gain an incredible education, and we've seen them all come through, get to colleges.
It was really exciting to see how much they've improved the lives of all the kids.
So one of the great stories that why these programs inspire us to keep working towards them is the story of Reina Pacheco. She was an undocumented immigrant in the US, very young, and she had the opportunity to join one of the urban programs, and then now she has joined the professional tour and plays squash as a full-time career.
I started just like this. I would work hard and it didn't matter where I came from. It just mattered that I have that exposure. So to be honest, I have no idea where I would be with that community like you guys. A community that cared and a community that saw more potential in me than I did. So the fact that I even got exposed to squash is a big deal. I ended up going to college. I graduated from Columbia University. I got my education paid for, undergraduate, graduate, and my PhD. But I chose to do squash, and part of that was because it changed my life. But I can't thank you guys enough for actually taking the time to help kids out like me.
Without programs like this one, this would have never happened. So we want to give more children that opportunity all over the world.
I think that society wants to do this. I think there's a generation who've benefited from being the lucky generation to some degree. And I think as each club thinks about it, they'll think this is a very easy way to give something back.
It's great what they're doing for young kids in the community.
Outreach, I think, is incredibly important. We live surrounded by deprivation. It's a wealthy club. We don't do nearly enough to reach out. And I think the impact is incredibly important. We're talking about 3 very simple matters, but coming together, a combination of sport, education and nutrition is incredibly important. We've seen the results in New York, we've seen the importance, we've seen the outcomes, we've seen the benefits, and it doesn't take much to achieve tremendous outcomes.
This programme can work with any school that's got the enthusiasm, the drive, the capacity.
I'm sure it can be rolled out in other areas, other parts of the country.
We have facilities. Those facilities invariably will have the ability to be more utilised. It's not very expensive in the bigger scheme of things, and we're genuinely giving something back to people who are been less lucky than ourselves.
Let's make that not so unique. Let's make that available to all children.
So thanks a lot for coming this evening and for everything you're doing for Rackets Cubed.